Physician who's had my license for 40 years and had a very strong biochemistry background. I can say, and seeing what's happening with the X39, I can say without a doubt that this is the most significant medical breakthrough in my lifetime.
Aloha everybody, Maria Benardis here, hope you're well. I wanted to let everybody know that there's an amazing new movie slash documentary that's come out called Illusion, and there is a snippet of it at the end with some very important points, and that's why it's prompted me to do this video. And I've titled this video, Escaping the Matrix Starts with One Choice. And I'll address what that one choice is in a little bit, because basically this movie deals with the illusion, which is actually equal to the matrix, which is equal to basically the 3D plane. That's what the matrix is. And basically what determines where you are is your frequency. So what frequency, what vibration are you on? Are you on the vibration of, getting closer to Creator God? Are you on the vibration of Christ consciousness? Because that's what 5D is all about, and that's what escaping the matrix is all about. Or do you spend most of your day complaining about money, complaining I can't afford, complaining this person did this to me, spending a lot of time on social media, watching a lot of intel shows, listening to people that are still talking about intel and what's going on, and you're getting caught up with it and letting your emotions get caught up and get to the lower frequencies. So these are the sort of false prophets that, the Bible speaks about. So we need to ask ourselves each day, what state of mind are we in? So the matrix is a state of mind, it's a state of consciousness. So are you moving up towards agape, unconditional love, on the Q consciousness scale? Are you vibrating high? So I have videos on Q consciousness. I have videos on how to vibrate high, mind, body, and spirit. And then I've given you an amazing course that you can purchase part 1 and part 2 and part 3 and part 4 in installments, or bundle and save, which takes you through all of that and covers a lot of what this movie covers in terms of how do we get there, how do we create this new reality, how do we get out of the matrix and get into Christ consciousness. So it's all about vibration and consciousness. So those people that are remaining in 3D and in the matrix are choosing low consciousness thoughts, not thoughts up at Q consciousness, and they're vibrating low, or they're flip-flopping up the top, down the bottom, up the top, down the bottom. So the flip-floppers are basically saying, I choose the matrix. I don't trust 5D. I don't trust God to supply my needs. I don't trust God to supply my finances. I don't trust God or Yeshua to supply me with health. So you're getting it. One is trust, Q consciousness, and one is I don't trust God. I don't trust Yeshua, and most important of all, you don't trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you love yourself unconditionally. Nothing is an issue. Nothing is a bother. You do whatever you need to do to get healthy, to get out of the matrix, to lift your consciousness. And with God, all things are possible. So there's no need to be complaining about anything. How am I going to do it? How am I going to find the funds? How am I going to get there? So it's all about finding our own peace and remembering who we are. We are a high vibrational being, God's spark. We are Christ consciousness. That's what Yeshua came here for, or Jesus Christ, whatever you want to call him. That's what he came here to help us remember. And that's why I came back. I'm doing Yeshua's work to help you remember, to show you how to lift your vibrational frequency, how to get back to your divine blueprint, and how to get as close as possible to Q consciousness, whether that's God consciousness, quantum consciousness, it's all the same. And that's what my course does. That's what all my videos have done. And this is anything that I recommend for you. By way of a product, which at the moment is just one, and I'm just about to add another one, which is very exciting. It's come from Europe for the first time here in the USA, which will structure you internally with oxygen. So look out for that shortly. I'm just getting it all set up. They're still setting up their website, so it works, so look out. So again, you want to get to high frequency agape, unconditional love energy. When you do, guess what? There's no pain in your body. There's no illness in your body. There is nothing but joy. There's no fear. There's no I can't afford. There's no worry. There is none of that. So your emotions are the indicator of where you are. Are you in 5D Christ consciousness, escaping the matrix, or are you still playing in the matrix with any type of fears, envy, hate, revenge? Anything that doesn't feel positive is basically there. So the movie does outline at the end, which you'll hear, how do we escape the matrix? And the first one, the most crucial one, is therapies. And of course, I discuss all the therapies, a lot more than what this movie covers in my course. And I have covered light therapy and the light modality X39, which shines the light in the body to lift your consciousness and vibration, is in the description of this video. I have been giving everything for years to people, even before these things were mainstream and became famous. Sound therapies. And in my course, I give all the frequencies that you need, frequencies for the organs, frequencies for the chakras, all of that. I've done a past video on aromatherapy, that's covered in there, and the frequencies and what each oil does. And there's many, many more, therapies that I cover there. So they just touch on that. And the second thing that they do point out is, what are you consuming each day? So what's your consumption? What sort of information and things, knowledge are you putting in your mind? Are you putting things that are going to help with your spiritual ascension? Or are you putting things, oh my God, this is happening with Fauci, oh, this is happening with Intel, I better watch that show and see what's going on. The people that continue to discuss Intel, I used to do it. I put my hand up and I was reprimanded by Yeshua. Maria, you've done now for the awakened ones. He said to me, enough. They have enough until they're awake. The second part of their awakening now, Maria, is to get to spiritually evolve. So those people that are still caught up in the Intel, this is even the Intel shows, the spiritual people still engaging, whoever, I don't know. I can't think of, one person, there are so many. All these people are still stuck in the matrix and they are bringing you down into the matrix. Why are they doing that? Because they're still stuck in the matrix, okay? And they don't know how to differentiate to get out of it. They're not doing the work themselves to get out of it. So that's why I was reprimanded. And Yeshua said, you have a higher responsibility as a teacher to take people to higher vibrations, to help guide people to higher consciousness. And the course that I put together, again, in the description of this video, there's a link, is because Yeshua instructed me to put that together, and he said that that was my final work, and that if anybody genuinely wanted, to ascend and know everything they need to know, it is in there. It is also parts of it scattered on my many videos. Many were taken down, so I've lost a lot of that information. It's there. And also, I have in the course Yeshua's teachings of what attachments we need to release and what affirmations we need to practice each day. So there's a lot of really important stuff there, and there's a lot of PDFs of Yeshua's teachings that are very difficult to find out there, and lots of other videos in there of some of my past work that was taken down, that is available for you to view. So escaping the matrix starts with one choice, and that one choice is that you decide to choose you. So you're not going to choose the intel people, you're not going to choose things of this world, you're going to choose you, and you're going to make a decision. I am committed to escaping the matrix. I am committed to escaping the illusion. I am committed to getting to Christ consciousness, and then asking yourself the question, how am I going to do that? And I've provided you with all the tools, and I've provided you with the most effective and powerful light modality on the market, because as God said, in the beginning was the Word, which is affirmations and sound, and then there was light. We are transitioning into total crystalline light. I mean, we're already light beings, but we are moving more towards a crystalline body. To be able to do that, you need light. It's not optional, it's essential. So thank you everybody for watching this video. God bless you. Please enjoy what it follows. And it begins with, what would the sound of God frequency sound like if we took all the different parts of the world and all the sound frequencies and put them together? So it's beautiful. Close your eyes and listen to it, and then there's some additional conclusions that this movie makes, and at the end you will see where you can actually go and view this movie and a code that you can scan to go there. I highly encourage it. Mahalo for watching, and God bless everybody. Thank you.
Charles Spurgeon once said, "Consider how precious a soul must be when both God and the devil are after it," suggesting our purpose might be to bring a new reality into shape through our instrument. Not to dissolve into sameness, but to expand what becomes possible when differences harmonize instead of collide. And as one journey becomes a representation of all journeys, I softened. No one is against me. I'm not misunderstood. There is no enemy. Everyone is simply carrying their own shape, their own frequency, their own attempt to belong to a pattern they cannot fully see. And every time I let someone else's pattern override mine, I felt a distortion immediately. Is that the distortion so many of us feel? That moment when a person or a belief system or institution tries to persuade you into a shape that isn't yours? The pursuit of peace has never been about one truth. It's about recognizing how many truths fit together. Our civilization, our laws, our policies should protect these diversities of human expression, but when we forget our own structure, these systems become monotheism of identity. One way to think, one way to live, one way to understand the unknown. According to researchers, there are ways, ancient, modern, scientific, and mystical, to find your alignment again, to return to the architecture of your own resonance. So what do we do with this information? How do we return to our true shape inside this illusion of being human? From this research I've gathered, a starting point would look like this. First, find a modality that allows you to become calm enough to feel your own emotional landscape. Breathwork, meditation, sound, stillness. You cannot know your shape if you cannot feel it. Second, begin to notice who or what is claiming ownership of your consciousness. What voices speak through you that are not yours. Third, pay attention to the symbols, colors, geometries, sensations that you feel express your true instrument. And fourth, start looking at your world, your relationships, your supernatural experiences, your curiosities, even your definition of God as a geometric reality. Release the attachments that are not part of your design. This is the work of remembering. This is the work of tuning. Because in the end, the mystery isn't whether life is an illusion. The mystery is, what shape are you? And what might humanity become when each of us finally takes our true form?
The benefits of using a product like X39 are really unending. I find X39 helps with all conditions. It's not really the X39 doing it, it's your body. And so what sort of things do people experience? They experience better sleep. They experience anti-aging. The quality of their skin changes. You'll hear people talk about how soft their skin is, or their wrinkles are going away, or their age spots are disappearing. Hair grows like crazy. It's incredible. Even me at 56, my hair just keeps growing and growing and growing. People often experience a reduction in pain, an increase in energy levels. But the thing I say to everyone is, I don't know what it's going to do for you. The only way you're going to know this is to give it at least a 90-day trial. I think you're worth it. Try it. 90 days, X39. Watch your life change.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. It all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we are made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LIFEWAVE phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. A patch is applied to specific points on the body where it covers the skin. Infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and its ability to heal itself. On a cellular level, this matters because many of the patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are naturally neutralized. LIFEWAVE. Live long, live well.